I just had one thought, and I haven't thought about it past my one thought, so I'm going to talk as I think about it. I am taking a quiz right now. Well, I just took it. And one of the questions I just guessed on, but it was in my anthropology class, but it was not about, but I do ceramics, and a question was about, like, did these people do all of these things except, and I guessed on it, and I guessed that these earlier hominins did not do fired ceramics. When I started thinking about it, because I had a professor who was like, very much like, yes, it just feels primal. This thing feels primal. Like, to hit, or like, do what, you know what I mean? Like, things like that. A lot of stuff having to do with ceramics or some other mediums like that. A lot of people talk about how it feels primal. I just had this thought. I feel like, honestly, though, when people say that, they feel primal in a very specific box kind of way. Like, when we say primal, we mean, like, kind of animalistic. And people will be like, it feels so primal, it feels so la la la. And, like, I'm not discounting that. That might be true. But I also feel like it's so ironic to me that we're like, yeah, I feel so primal making, like, a pinch pot, and yet I will drive in my 2025 car, go on my phone, play Bluetooth, like, do the you know? Like, it's a little interesting, because I'm like, I think about how maybe we're doing primal techniques, but with modern technology, or like, okay, ceramics, a lot of the stuff that we have right now is modern technology. It's like, we'll have a screen that you can go beep, 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 and then boom, the electric kiln is going, or the this and that, you know, like, there's stuff that, like, is very tech now, versus pit fires, which is like, throw pot in ground, put on fire, like, there's that, you know, and it's like, but it's funny to me, people being like, look at, like, oh my god, look at this phone, look at this primal thing that I did. When you're viewing this primal thing through the least primal thing that is technology, like, and it's like, I get it, kind of having that, like, primal, viewing things through a primal perspective, like, being like, I am doing this primal thing, has its kind of fun moment, I think, for some people. I think maybe that's what it is, because people are like, they're very excited about that. They're like, this, I feel like I'm, you know, I don't have to think about it. It's like, very, like, just what I, you know, humans or whatever. And maybe that's what it is, that people want to view themselves like that. And maybe we're so trapped by this, or spoon-fed this, or indoctrinated into this technology, that we have been so far removed from our primal side, that the fact that we have to think of doing something primal, or acting as a primal characteristic, as, like, something that's not normal? This is why I take a lot of time before my videos to think about things, and then I can speak about them more cohesively. Maybe this is good. Maybe this is good to see the fresh thoughts, and then maybe I'll touch on this topic later. Because I think right now, I don't know, I think we honestly kind of villainize the primal things. Because, like it's that thing of, if you're poor, it's weird. If you're rich, it's cool. So, like, if you're poor and you have a car that doesn't have a roof, if you're rich and you have a car that doesn't have a roof, that's cool. Like, maybe that's the thing, because it's like, when rich people are like, I'm reconnecting with the earth, I'm going to touch grass, and they go outside in their gated community with their grass that gets mowed, like, this kind of stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to, blah, blah. But then if you're not as privileged, and you're just like, let's go this route, don't have shoes, so I'm touching grass, in the snow, in the dirt, in the, you know what I mean? Like, there's these levels to some, like, performative primal traits. Not performative. what's the word? There's a level to perform. There's a level to primitive traits or primitive characteristics that is like when they're being acted out, they are so far from the primal that it comes like full circle. It's like if this being the primal, it's like let's say going outside with bare feet, right, is primal. There's a level of that to like homelessness and to not having a home and having nothing to shield your feet from the ground, right? Then there is like, oh, I have shoes on, I'm going for a run, I'm going to the beach. I'm choosing to go to the beach. This feels natural. This feels this. Then there's like, I work in a business building. I have shoes on all day, all night. I need to choose to take my shoes off on a weekend one day. Actively choosing to do that. Then there's the people who are so rich that they're so rich that that's like an active choice, is like a rebellion of like, look, I'm human too. Look, even though I'm a billionaire, I can be natural and primal too. And then we come back. So it's like this full circle of like there's different contexts to like expressing those primitive characteristics. And I think it's a little weird. It's a little weird to me, the kind of glamorizing of it. But it's also not bad, because it's like, I don't say bad. Like, it's a little weird, though, when you are, like, so far from the primal side, and you're and like, you have to pull yourself back. This can be anybody. This can be the fact that, like, we're on our technology so much, like, if you're someone who games, and you're like, I've been attached to a screen for 10 hours. I haven't seen the sun. That's something you have to pull yourself out of to go back to your primal side. But then there's people who like glamorize. I don't know. I don't know where I started on this, to be honest. I kind of lost my train of thought. Maybe we should glamorize the primitive more. Because it's like, yes, there's levels to technology that is like beautiful and community building and brings us all together and is like crucial for science and taking steps forward in humanity and stuff. But I also think it's like forcing us backwards a little bit, because it's like now we're having to actively choose to do the things that were primitive. That's what it is. Ooh. It is crazy to me. That is what this is. It is crazy to me that we are having to actively decide and choose and like distance ourselves from the machine. We are having to actively choose, consciously deciding to step away and go back to our primitive things, such as nature, such as seeing the sun, such as going on a walk, such as, maybe this isn't a universal experience, maybe I'm on my phone too much, but this is a common issue I'm hearing. This is not just me. It could be just me. My cat's food thing is going off. Maybe that's what it is. We need to step away from the machine. It is crazy to me that that's an active choice. And our primitive, and I'm not talking all primitive things. I'm talking like the well-being, the things like enjoying a meal. Is that primitive? I don't know. Things like, hey, simple things. Seeing the sun, drinking water. I forget, because I'm on my damn phone too much. I'm on my damn phone so all the time I forget to drink water. Go drink some water. Get off your phone.